Welcome back to NBC News Channel. Today, we will learn about 3 explosive threads shaking Salem this November, a DiMera plot that smells like science and sin, whispers of the Phoenix stirring again, and Sammy Brady dropping an engagement bomb that leaves every ex scrambling for cover. Sammy's surprise bombshell. Sammy Brady returns for the doctor. Tom Horton free clinic gala and turns the spotlight into a lightning strike by announcing she's engaged, with the fiance's identity locked tighter than a DiMera vault. Early chatter rules out Rafe, EJ, and Austin, which only fuels speculation that the ring came from either Brandon Walker, a freshly complicated Lucas Horton, or a brand new wild card introduced off-screen. The gala staging guarantees maximum shock value, a crowd teeming with frenemies, a speech meant to honor legacy, and then a curveball that reframes every Brady and DiMera alliance in the room. The DiMera shadow play. The family that never sleeps is back to doing its worst, and Salem's already feeling the draft under the mansion door. Tony is moving like a ghoster on Anna, slipping in and out with a slyness that doesn't read like Tony at all. At the same time, EJ is funneling resources into a hush-hush scientific project in the hospital's new wing, a choice that screams doctor. Rolf-adjacent ambition and suggests corporate strategy is now fused to biotech mischief. If those threads meet, Salem isn't just facing boardroom maneuvers, it's bracing for a lab-made storm with a DiMera crest stamped on it. Is Tony really Andre? The longer Tony acts off, the more he looks like Andre in an expensive Tony mask. And fans have started connecting that to one chilling possibility: the real Tony could be missing while Andre puppeteers events. The impersonation theory pairs too neatly with EJ's secret apparatus to dismiss if Andre is steering. Expect precision hits on rivals, quiet kidnappings, and a grand finale engineered to unveil a heritage restoration. That restoration, of course, is the nightmare Salem recognizes by one name: the Phoenix. Marlena under siege. Marlena's health issues aren't resolving, and the timing is sinister. Ever since John's death, her guard has been low, leaving room for suggestion, manipulation, and the old DiMera dream logic that once crowned her the macabre queen of the night. If Andre is indeed eroding her defenses, it's not just about hurting a Brady matriarch, it's about opening a psychic door Stefano has barged through before, using Rolf's methods and another person's body as the vessel. EJ's sterile, secretive hospital play could be the clinical half of that plan, a pipeline from grief to resurrection masked as research. The Phoenix rumor heats up. A fall preview image of Andre looming over a stasis tube eerily similar to the device that held Bo Breda landed like a coded confession. Someone is sleeping, someone will wake. And Father, it's time to wake up isn't poetry, it's a mission statement. The Phoenix's prior returns have borrowed bodies, machinery, and mind games, and with Rolf's science lore still canon, a tube-based revival is not only plausible, it's practically tradition. The only unknown is the vessel Stefan. Tony, a surprise player whose absence suddenly makes too much sense. Every DiMera portrait feels like a suspect lineup. Adoption joy, heartbreak, fallout. Amid the thunder, joy breaks through. Johnny and Chanel are approved to adopt baby Tesoro, christening him Trey DiMera as they open their home and future in one breath. That decision cuts deep for Leo and Javi, who bonded with the baby and now have to let go with grace they barely feel, while EJ steps in to offer congratulations that carry the tension of promises he's sworn to keep. The fandom is split, with some moved by the tenderness and others furious at the outcome, which guarantees emotional aftershocks across the square. Paternity twists ripple onward. The paternity bomb detonated cleanly. Tate Black isn't the father Aaron Green Eisen. Both young men are left standing in the debris of a future they didn't plan. Aaron's legal path included signing away rights, a choice that reads logical on paper but lands heavy in the heart when the baby he fathered gets a new name and a new nursery. Ari Horton's empathy here becomes the cushion everyone needs. Expect Tate to reframe who he is without the dad identity, and Aaron to wrestle with the paradox of loving Trey by letting Trey go, each evolution reshaping their ties to Chanel, Johnny, and Salem's wider circle. EJ's tightrope. EJ's pledge to keep distance from his new grandson might be the hardest promise he has ever made, and Abe is poised to make sure he keeps it when emotion tempts him to meddle. Solace arrives from an unexpected angle when highlighting how EJ's soft spots often appear where strategy doesn't, which can mutate into leverage if Andre's machinations keep circling. The net effect is a man who wants legacy without losing control, forced to watch family expand while his own project in the hospital wing courts catastrophe. Gala stakes and power optics. The clinic gala is more than a party, it's a pressure cooker where civic pride, Brady virtue, and DiMera spectacle collide on the same stage. Sammy's engagement announcement weaponizes the microphone, while EJ's glad handing signals stability that his secret initiative directly undermines. And Marlena's fragility adds a human face to a technical threat. If Andre is truly wearing Tony's smile, the event becomes a chessboard with too many kings, the perfect place to test a prototype, slip a message, or checkmate an unsuspecting mark. If the Phoenix rises, a Stefano restoration would force every character to declare loyalties in minutes, not months. EJ's leadership, Chad's conscience, and Anna's sanity would be torn between survival and truth. Marlena's agency is the crucible, if her mind is the doorway again, then stopping the Phoenix means healing her faster than the scheme can lock in. And that Pete's therapy against technology in a race Salem has lost before. And if the vessel is a beloved figure, the moral algebra gets brutal: save the host or stop the father, knowing you can't do both without a miracle. What Sammy's ring really means. Sammy isn't just engaged, she's re-entering the narrative with leverage, and that leverage either neutralizes old enemies or lights fresh fuses. If the fiancé is a former flame, the emotional geometry will be familiar but sharper. If he's new, the show can recast Salem's power grid overnight, gifting Sammy a partner who doesn't carry old debts. Either way, her return during a medical ethical flashpoint suggests Sammy will be a fulcrum, not a footnote. Samin who can push DiMera ambition off balance simply by picking the right moment and the right truth. Part 2. From Salem to Spin City, Wheel of Fortune and Days of Our Lives unite for a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Have you ever imagined what it would feel like to walk through the iconic doors of the Brady pub, where generations of Salem's most unforgettable moments have unfolded? Can you picture yourself seated in the CEO's chair at Titan Industries, contemplating your next big corporate move? Or maybe you've dreamed of standing before the warm glow of the Horton family fireplace, reminiscing about the deep roots, love, and heartbreak that have defined one of daytime television's most beloved families. For longtime fans of Days of Our Lives, those fantasies might soon become reality. In an unprecedented television crossover event, Days of Our Lives has teamed up with the legendary game show Wheel of Fortune to bring fans the ultimate Salem experience, complete with a trip to Los Angeles, a VIP tour of the day's set, signed memorabilia, and even a chance to meet the cast in person. It all began when Maggie Sayak, the charming daughter of longtime Wheel of Fortune host Pat Sajak, posted a mysterious video on Instagram. The clip showed her stepping into a Days of Our Lives dressing room with her name on the door. Fans immediately began to speculate. Was she joining the soap? Was there a guest appearance in the works? The excitement grew rapidly across social media, with both Days and Wheel devotees buzzing about what this unexpected connection could mean. The mystery was solved soon after, when Wheel of Fortune revealed what they had been secretly preparing: the spectacular week-long crossover celebration that merges the excitement of game show fun with the emotional world of Salem. This week, loyal Wheel watchers have the chance to enter a special raffle to win an all-expenses-paid trip to Los Angeles. The prize includes a private tour of the Days of Our Lives set, a close-up look at iconic locations like the Brady Pub and Horton Town Square, as well as signed collectibles and a once-in-a-lifetime meet-and-greet with cast members. But in true Salem fashion, the announcement wasn't made quietly, it was made dramatically. In a fun promotional segment that perfectly blended the charm of both shows, Maggie Sajak marched straight into the Brady Pub, interrupting the usual Salem calm to deliver the news herself. Her presence on the set, complete with a touch of playful energy, was a delightful surprise for longtime fans who have watched both Days and Wheel for decades. Even the stars of Days of Our Lives couldn't resist joining in on the fun. Dan Furigal, who plays the dashing but ever-scheming EJ DiMera, shared a playful post on Instagram, joking that he was trying to keep a low profile during this promo. Fans quickly spotted him in the background of the video and flooded the comments with laughter and love. It's exactly the kind of light-hearted crossover moment that both Wheel of Fortune and Days of Our Lives audiences appreciate, something rooted in nostalgia, yet full of new excitement. The collaboration marks a celebration of two enduring television legacies. Wheel of Fortune, which has been spinning since 1975, remains one of America's favorite game shows, while Days of Our Lives, on air since 1965, continues to touch hearts with its blend of romance, drama, and family devotion. Together, they represent over a century of shared memories for viewers who have grown up watching both shows with their families often across generations. And for older audiences, this event is especially meaningful. Many fans who have followed Days for decades remember when Tom and Alice Horton first welcomed viewers into their world. Now, they can step inside that world for real. Imagine walking through the Horton living room, or standing where generations of Salem weddings, betrayals, and heartfelt goodbyes have taken place. It's not just a contest, it's an invitation to step back in time, to relive the memories that have been part of their lives for so long. To join in on the fun, fans can visit wheeloffortune.com and follow the simple instructions to enter the raffle. But act quickly, because just as the iconic Days of Our Lives opening reminds us, like sands through the hourglass, so are the Days of Our Lives. The contest is running only during the week of November 3rd, meaning the opportunity is fleeting, like a Salem secret that never stays hidden for long. This unique partnership captures the best of what television can do: bring people together, celebrate nostalgia, and remind us that even after decades on the air, there's still room for surprises. Whether you're a fan of Wheel of Fortune, Days of Our Lives, or both, this crossover is a reminder that some traditions never fade, they simply evolve. So pour yourself a pint at the Brady pub, even if only in spirit. Tune into Wheel of Fortune, and let yourself dream a little. Because for one lucky fan, the world of Salem might soon become more than just a story. It could become a memory they'll treasure for the rest of their lives.